Hello, welcome to Nina's Knots Crochet. I'm Lynanne. If you're new here, hey, thanks for stopping by and checking out my channel. My channel? Well, it's all about crochet. Sometimes we talk about yarn or an event or a gadget or something cool, fun happening in the yarning community. We talk about life and sports and weather, and we're just friends hanging out. It's what we do. Returning subscribers, thanks so much for coming back, spending a little bit of your Tuesday with me. My day's off a little bit, you guys. So discombobulated. It's 3:34 on October 28th, 2025. It's been a day. This morning, well, first of all, I was up until 3 o'clock in the morning watching the World Series. Now, come on, let's not do this 18-inning game anymore. 6.5 hours of baseball yesterday for one game. And then, so I kind of overslept a little bit this morning. So I didn't get up in time to come in here and do a video before I left. And then I got the privilege of having lunch with some of my yarn angels, my yarn fairies, who are helping me put together the squares into blankets. I picked up a bunch of blankets and I dropped off a few more squares from Eileen and Elaine and got to have lunch with them, which was so lovely. We just chatted and enjoyed each other's company. And then I ran over to Walmart because, you know, when you're in town and you're that close, you gotta run into Walmart. And that's where I picked up my cute little Boo shirt. This was on the clearance rack for $4. I'm like, okay, yes, thank you very much. So I'm ready for Halloween. I have some other really cute ones for the rest of the week for Halloween. But when I saw this one, I'm like, oh, this will be cute for my video today. So I picked this up and I came home. So now it's 3:30. Things have kind of... for today. So now I'm picking it up and we're going to talk all things Tunisian because today is Tunisian Tuesday. And if you've been following along with me for a while, you know that I am really obsessed, infatuated, enamored, in love with Tunisian crochet and all things that you can make with Tunisian crochet. And I challenged myself in the month of October to make a pair of socks. It is, like I said, the 28th of October, and I have discovered I don't like making socks. All of you people who are prolific at making socks, I am envious of you because I think they're amazing. I love the idea of homemade socks. I love the little mini works of art that they are. They're not for me. And you know what? That's okay. I did finish the first sock. I have a couple of ends to sew in. And these are more slipper socks than anything. But here's the first pair. I'm going to turn this way so you can see the end. But here's the heel. And that's the toe. I'm still leaving the counting in. And then this is the little ribbing, and I was telling you I was making the stretchy ribbing, so the ribbing's a little bit stretchy. They fit Tom's big foot, so they're very much slipper socks. They're made out of DK weight, so they're very big as far as a pair of socks go. But it was more along the lines of learning the construction technique, like doing this heel, and then, you know, how to do heel and then sewing it up the sides and then going back. So you started here, decreased, then increased, folded it over, attached, and then started going back in the round again. So this was a study in technique and construction, and I learned enough to know I don't like making socks. And then my second part of I don't like making socks is I was cooking along on the other sock. I was ready to split for the heel, and I don't know what made me do it, but I picked up the other sock and I put it up against it, and this other one was like out to here. It was like 4 stitches too big. I don't know how I miscounted or where I put in an extra increase, because you increase a stitch for 10 rows at least I did for mine. That's why these, so I knew that every, this was my count. So I increased 1 stitch, well, actually 2, because 1 on each side for 10 rows. And I had to start over, you guys, because it was not mathing. It was not working out. So I had to start over, and now it's all tangled, and I'm only here, and I'm really upset at myself more than anything, because obviously somewhere along the lines I miscounted. I have the pattern where I did the modifications. I have it. I did it. Well, I thought I did it. Somewhere along the line I screwed up. So the I'm not going to get these done. Let's be honest. I'm not going to get these done in October. I'm going to keep working on this because I promised Tom a pair of socks, more slippers than socks. So I will be working on these, but these are going to silently take a back seat for a little bit. They really have frustrated the bejesus out of me, and I don't want to have to be frustrated. I got things coming up that I want to do that bring me joy, and right now this sock slipper is not bringing me joy. I thought I was in the home stretch with this. I really did, until I realized that they weren't even close to matching. They were off by a good 4 stitches, and I don't know where I screwed it up. And yeah, I thought I was gonna cry. I really did. I thought, oh, this is not good. But first of all, I did learn a lot. I've learned the construction. I've also learned that socks aren't for me. And again, that's okay. So I will be pulling these out occasionally on a Tunisian Tuesday to show you my progress, but these are going to go in a project bag for a little while and be by themselves. So knowing me the way you do, I couldn't not have a Tunisian project on my hook. So oh shoot, I just dropped all that. Oh goodness. I pulled out 2 of these. Remember when I bought these on Temu not too long, well, a while ago? It says it's 100% acrylic. I have a sneaking suspicion there's a little bit of cotton in these, because it does not feel like acrylic yarn. It has got that springiness that you would find in a cotton acrylic blend. But anyway, here's the mega ball. I believe there are 4 hanks in this mega ball, because that's how many times I had to knot it when I was caking it up. Turns into a really pretty cake. This mess is from trying to get on the spindle. It cakes up beautifully. It has a feel like Karen's Simply Soft with that shine, but it has that springy that you get with a cotton acrylic. So I think there might be a little bit of cotton here. I don't believe this is 100% acrylic. If it's 100% acrylic, then it's a really good acrylic. Does it say how many yards are on here? It does not. Yeah, I have no idea how much is in here. I think there's 3 or 4 200-yard skeins in here, because I'm thinking a sport weight. It's really thin. It's sport weight or DK. It's a thin DK sport weight. It's not a fingering weight, and it's definitely not worsted weight. So I have 2 of these. They are going to make, and does this kind of remind you, I don't know, I get Mardi Gras vibes out of this. I don't know what, but I definitely get fall. I love this golden mustard color. I think it's so pretty. And this purpley blue gray is so beautiful. And then you throw in this mauvey maroon color. It definitely says fall sky to me. Like the sky last night was this, like this orange gold color. It was so beautiful. So I wanted to do something fast, easy. I don't have to think. But in the end, you're going to get something really cool kind of project. And I've had this pattern on my hook, or on my my to-do list for a really long time. And it is called, oh, please be on here. Yeah, it's called the Tunisian Boho Triangle Scarf. You can see it's basically the Tunisian version of double crochets and window rows, right? That's the vibe you get from this. It is a pattern by SimplyTunisian. It is a pattern on Ravelry. I will link it in my description box below. This was from 2024. She used Jarbo cakes, Jarbo cookie yarn from Hobie in 3 different colors. She said one of the other alternatives would be Red Heart Roll with it. But you'll need more than one skein for that. The way she has it written, it takes approximately 535 yards using a 6mm, or am I using a 6? Yeah, it's okay. She says a K hook. I never know. I'm using a 6.5mm. And then she gives you at the end an edging that you do with a regular crochet hook, using a G hook, which I believe, is that a 5? I always have to look it up. I don't know. I know you guys all tell me all the time. I don't remember, and that's just my brain block. So when it's done, it's going to be 42 by 42 by 64. So it's going to be 64 inches wide. And it is really easy to do. We're doing Tunisian simple stitch, the Tunisian double stitch, and a couple of double, 2 together. It's to get the lacy section. Not hard at all. And this is coming out. So it's going to need to be blocked a little bit so that the window sections come out. But look how pretty that is. This is a very beautiful fall Thanksgiving vibe shawl that I've got going on here. I really like it, and I love how this yarn works. I love how this yarn feels. Now I wish I had gotten more. I think I have 2 more in a matching color that has like olive green and like a rusty orange. Then I've got like a purple teal and an orange and red. I got some of this, but I'm going to double this recipe. I'm going to keep going until I use both of these. This thing is going to be ginormous by the time I'm done with it. And that's what I want. I want this to be big and huge, and it's going to be the perfect weight for a Florida blanket wrap, because this yarn isn't too heavy. So this is the Tunisian project that I'm working on. I put the boho wrap from TL Yarn Crafts. I'm gonna get back to that, but I want to change my yarn, but I want to go to Michael's or Hobby Lobby, and I want to get she used impeccable Is that the name of the yarn that's really soft and shiny from Michael's? I think it's called Impeccable. That's what she used for hers. And so I think I want to go get some of that to make that boho wrap with the Tunisian chevrons. I want to get that in some of the colors that I think would be a really nice Christmas gift for my daughter-in-law in caramel. Since Brittany's getting something for her birthday, I'll make something different than a wrap for her for Christmas. So I may or may not be throwing a sweater on my hook. Depends. But definitely not Tunisian. But anyway, so those are my Tunisian projects. If you're like me and love the look of knit, but don't have that two-handed coordination, and aren't a very good knitter, Tunisian's an interesting alternative, and that's one of the reasons why I absolutely love Tunisian crochet. And that's why you will not see me not doing it. I will always have a Tunisian project on my hook, in my whips, somewhere close by, because I really like it. So anyway, that's it, you guys. That's what I'm working on. That's what I'm doing for Tunisian. And I just, like I said, I'll leave the pattern for this really simple triangle shawl. It's simple stitches to make a beautiful end product. It's so easy to do. You, as a beginner Tunisian crocheter, I have tutorials for both the simple stitch and the double crochet stitch, the double Tunisian. You can watch how to do it. There are other channels out there who have done tutorials. If you don't like my teaching style, there's a tutorial out there from Mikey that is really good. Modes Bespoke has one. There's a lot of people who have really good tutorials for specific stitches. And you too can grab a couple of skeins of really beautiful DK white yarn and have a really amazing looking scarf shawl in no time at all, because it's really not hard to do. So if you have any questions about it, or if you have any questions in general, don't forget, drop me a line. My email, get me on Instagram, on Facebook. My email works fine. Whatever, leave a comment. I'll get back to you as fast as I can. So, hey, don't forget, tomorrow night, BOGGY unboxing is on my channel. So we will be here tomorrow night at 8 o'clock Eastern. Other than that, I don't know what else to say. So we're going to get you back to your Wednesday, as late as it is. Hope you have the rest of your Wednesday. No, today's Tuesday. Today is Tuesday. It says right there, Tuesday. So anyway, get back to your Tuesday. Enjoy your rest of your Tuesday. Have a really nice evening, and I will see you tomorrow. Make sure you take care of yourself and give yourself a little bit of grace. It's going to be okay. But above all, be kind to everyone out there and pray for Jamaica. And we will talk to you tomorrow. Have a good one.